So today I'm going to be pouring a sunflower 3D bloom. I actually watched this video from Zarin Art, which I will link in my description box, as this is her pouring technique for a sunflower. I've actually been looking to do a sunflower. My sister actually wanted some coasters to put out for her fall decor, and I just haven't had the chance to get it. I kind of gave up because I wasn't getting an effect for it that I actually liked, but I saw this and I wanted to give it a try. It does need some tweaking, but I think this is the closest I've gotten to actually creating a sunflower. And Zarin did it in 2 layers, so I did the same. And I actually used UV resin to put my center down first. But you'll see later in the video that I actually regret doing that because it didn't cure all the way on the bottom. I thought I was outsmarting the resin and trying to be smart about making a black center, but it did not work, just so you know. I would not recommend that. Zarin actually made her middle and let it sit for like 10 hours, and I probably just needed to do the same, but I was being impatient. So you can never be impatient with resin. It just does not work. I used UltraCast by EliChem for my resin. I'm using Octopus fluid inks. I actually used a combination of the alcohol inks and the resin inks. I used some of the resin ink in my white to make this peachy tone, and I wish I would have made it a little bit stronger, but I didn't know if it was gonna actually affect my white because I didn't want to add too much because I still needed my white to bloom. So it came out probably a little bit more pastel than I wanted, but when I do this again, once again, I have another idea that I'm gonna try because the center colors are really nice, dark, saturated color, and that's really what I want for a sunflower bloom. So I have an idea that I'm gonna try again. And I'm actually using Pouring Your Heart Out's Cascade mold, which I think is perfect for a sunflower bloom. And I only, because I'm pouring in 2 layers, so I only filled it up halfway, and then when I come back in, I'll fill it up rest of the way. And on the second layer, instead of using a peachy color, when I made my pattern, it actually turned, I used yellow. But I still wanted it to be darker. And I'm just going through here, just drawing out some of the edges. I didn't pull it all the way through to the edge. And you'll see like on the final result that this kind of gives it more of a spiky effect. Because sunflowers in nature, excuse me, are actually, they're quite pointed. They have a very pointy tip. So I got this from Zarin, and I actually think that was a genius idea that she did that. So what I'll do is I'll probably just put you guys on a time lapse, let you watch all my making my petals, and then I will see you at the unmolding. Here we are doing the unmolding, and you'll see here in a minute I made a boo-boo. Ruh-roh. The UV resin did not cure all the way. I made a mistake, and I probably should not have attempted to cure that in my actual mold. I should have made it a separate piece and added it in the middle. Nonetheless, I like how this came out. It's probably my first somewhat successful sunflower 3D bloom. If you look up close, you can see the petaling. It has some really nice layers and feathering, and even the middle is nice and black and shiny. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye.